everybody. My name is Lucia Ferrara. I'm Director of Hospitality here at the Precious Blood Renewal Center. So welcome. We're here today on a beautiful sunny day, getting ready to show you guys how I put together the $1 million pie. So let me back my story up a little bit. So years ago, I went to a garage sale and I found this cookbook of all these old-fashioned recipes and desserts and stuff like that. And so it came across this $1 million pie, and it looked really easy, and it is, by the way. And so I've been making it ever since, and I make it really in the summertime because it's really refreshing, and it's kind of a quick pie. If you're not into making like coconut custard pie, then this comes pretty close to it. So it's super fast, it's easy, and it's great for a potluck. And this pie got its name for some reason, because I Googled it and looked it up, and it got its name back in the 1930s and 40s. Because anytime this kind of pie was served, they said it tasted like $1 million. So that name's, kind of stuck with the pie. So as it evolved, it became the $1 million pie. So without any further ado, we're going to put our ingredients in this bowl, and let me introduce to you the ingredients. So you're going to need 1 can, which is 14 ounces of sweet condensed milk. Okay? You're going to need a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I like to use fresh, so I'm going to just squeeze about 1/2 of a lemon in there. And then you're going to need a can of crushed pineapple, which is about a 20-ounce can, and you want to drain it really good. Okay, so that will need to be drained. Then you're going to use a cup of shredded coconut, and you're going to toast it. And so I've lightly toasted mine already. And you're going to divide it. So you're going to put some in here, and you're going to leave some aside so you can sprinkle it on top. Okay, and then you're going to take 1 cup of pecans chopped. And again, you're going to divide these two, and we're going to put some in the mix, and then we're going to save some to put on top. Then we have our Marquisio cherries, and I like the ones with the stem on it just for presentation. Okay, and then we need a 1/8 ounce thawed out Cool Whip. All right, so that's going to go into the recipe as well. And then last but not least, your crust. So this recipe makes 2 pies, and the pies are a graham cracker crusted pie. And you can either make your own, with graham crackers crushed in butter. I mean, you could do that. I went the simple route this morning, and I went ahead and just bought mine. So if you want to save time and you have to make this in a hurry, then I would go ahead and get your pies or your crust already made. Okay? So I'm going to take these. These will be ready for us to put. These are so neat because you can use this as the top when you put it in the fridge. Okay. So with that being said, let's mix our ingredients together. I'm going to open my can. This is real easy because if you get the cans that don't require a can opener, hey, it's even better. So we're going to stick the whole can of sweet condensed milk in here. Okay. That. Okay. We're going to put that in here. Then you're going to put your lemon juice. So you can use a lemon squeezer thingy. but I'm just going to kind of squeeze it myself. Put that in there. Then we're going to put the can of pineapple crushed. Okay, I'm gonna put. I didn't happen to drain this very well, so I still see some of the juice in here. So give me a second and we'll get this in this recipe here. Okay. Put this in here. All right. One more little squeeze. Okay. So we got our pineapples in there. Then we're going to put, now this is 1 cup, so I'm going to put about 3/4 cup in there. And don't be afraid to put more if you're a big coconut fan. So there we go. I put more because I'm going to reserve that for the topping. Again, pecans. Put that in here, and I'm going to reserve the rest for the topping. Okay. Then we're going to put in the Cool Whip. Okay. Marquisio cherries we'll use later. And so you just blend this well together. Okay. Now see, it's starting to look like coconut custard pie, doesn't it? Okay. So here we are. So, like I said, this makes 2 beautiful pies. Now, they're well blended. I'm going to put this in here. You just put it in your pie shell. 1 here. And then the other part will go in here. Okay. And you're going to let this set in the refrigerator for 2 hours or until it's set. Now, it could be sooner than that, I don't know. But that's how that looks, okay? So we're going to put this in the refrigerator for 2 hours, and then we'll come back and finish assembling the pie. All right, so I have brought the cooled, chilled set pies out. This is one where it's not decorated or finished, and here is one that is. So I'm going to show you how to top this all off now, okay? So that's what you want it to look like. So it's been chilling for about 2 hours in your refrigerator. So what I do first is I have whipped cream that I just buy in the can, and I just make a little flour and go all the way around, okay? This one needs a little bit more. Usually I get about 6 or 7 little spots, okay? And then I put my chopped pecans on top, like right here. Okay. I guess that's enough. If you want more, you can always put more. Then the rest of our toasted coconut sprinkled on top. And like I said, I like pecans and I like coconut, so I like to add extra. But I'm an extra person, so. Okay, then you put your Marquisio cherries right on top, just like that. Okay, here we go. There you go. There you have it. I'm going to put a little more coconut on this one. Okay. There are our $2 million pies. So, with that being said, we're going to taste these $1 million pies. But before we do, I want to read you a prayer that I found in my book. It's about honoring the earth prayers around the world. And there's different prayers from different authors. But this one I thought was a pretty neat blessing for the day. It says, and it's by St. Patrick, it says, I arise today through the strength of heaven, light of sun, radiance of moon, splendor of fire, speed of lightning, swiftness of wind, depth of sea, stability of earth, firmness of rock. I arise today through a mighty strength, the invocation of the Trinity, through the belief in the threeness, through confession of the oneness of the Creator of creation. And again, that's from St. Patrick. And I thought that just kind of resonated with me because they talk about the strength of heaven, the radiance of the moon, the stability of earth. And, you know, I'm looking outside and it's such a beautiful sunny day. Flowers are blooming, grass is growing green, and the trees are turning green. And it's just a beautiful sight to see here at the Precious Blood Renewal Center. So come up and see us, walk our grounds, and you'll really experience the beauty of what God has given us here. The other thing, I want to invite you to come and actually taste this pie, the $1 million pie, on June 28th, which is our annual summer picnic here at the Renewal Center. So we're going to do a barbecue, and it's going to be lots of fun. We do a lot of talking and just kind of hanging out together, and there'll be a few little games you could play out there. And not to mention eat some great food. And one of those desserts are going to be the $1 million pie. So we'll be here Saturday, June 28th from 11 to 2 o'clock. So come celebrate summer with us and celebrate the beautiful outdoors. All right, we'll see you then. Bye. Okay, so we're going to taste this pie, so let's see what it tastes like. I'm going to have a piece here, cherry. Okay, and go and invite your friend too, so make sure they come and enjoy a piece of pie. Okay, so this other piece is for you, my friend. Gonna put that there, and yeah, there we go. So let's taste. Delicious pie. It's really, really good. So don't forget, $1 million pie, June 28th, here at the Precious Blood Renewal Center, 11 to 2.